Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to talk about a crucial nutrient that might just be the missing piece in your health puzzle, vitamin B12. It's one of those things that quietly powers everything from your energy levels to your brain function, but a lot of us don't even realize when we're running low. So let me start with a question for you. Do you ever feel just tired? A persistent, can't explain it kind of fatigue? Or maybe you get that fog that just seems to cloud your thinking, making it really hard to focus on anything. Well, you're not just imagining it. Your body could be sending you a signal about a really common problem. We're calling it the energy thief. And honestly, that's exactly what it does. A deficiency in this vitamin just quietly steals your energy and your focus. And it's the sheer range of these symptoms that's so telling. We're talking about everything from deep physical exhaustion and weakness all the way to memory problems and mood swings. You might even notice your skin looks a bit pale, or you get those annoying mouth sores, or maybe that strange pins and needles feeling in your hands and feet. These aren't just random feelings, you guys. They are classic warning signs. And get this, it's shockingly common. Some research suggests that up to 40% of people in the Western world could have low or borderline levels of vitamin B12. That's a huge number of people potentially walking around feeling less than their best, and they have no idea why. So what is this nutrient that has such a massive impact on our daily lives? Well, let's meet the master key to your body's entire operation. Okay, so scientifically, it's known as cobalamin. It's a water-soluble vitamin, which basically means your body doesn't store it for very long, so you need a regular supply. And here's the crucial part. Your body can't make it on its own. You have to get it from your diet. The best way to think about it is like a chief engineer who's running 3 critical departments in your body's factory. And each one is absolutely vital for keeping the whole place running smoothly. Let's break down exactly what those 3 jobs are. So first, it builds your red blood cells. These are the little delivery trucks that carry oxygen all through your body. If you don't have enough B12, you can't make healthy ones, and that's what leads to that deep fatigue. Second, it protects your nerves. It actually maintains their protective outer layer, the myelin sheath, kind of like the insulation on an electrical wire. And that direct link explains why a deficiency can cause those tingly neurological symptoms. And finally, it's essential for making DNA. Yep, the actual blueprint for every single cell in your body. This brings up a really important question. If B12 is so important, why on earth do so many of us run low on it? This is what we're calling the deficiency dilemma. It's not always as simple as just, oh, I'm not eating the right foods. The problem really boils down to 2 main culprits. You can think of it as a supply problem and an absorption problem. So here's the deal. The first cause, low intake, is a major risk if you're on a strict vegan or vegetarian diet, mainly because B12 is almost exclusively in animal products. But the second cause, poor absorption, well, that can affect anyone. As we get older, for instance, our stomach acid can decrease, which makes it harder to get B12 out of food. Then there are conditions like pernicious anemia, where your body just can't make a special protein it needs for absorption. And even super common medications for diabetes or acid reflux can interfere with the whole process. The good news in all of this is that once you figure out the why, the path forward is usually pretty clear. So let's look at the playbook for making sure you get enough of this vital nutrient. And here's something that might surprise you. For most adults, the recommended amount is just 2.4 micrograms a day. That is a tiny, tiny amount, but it has a gigantic job to do in your body. So where can you find it? Well, the most concentrated natural sources are going to be animal foods like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. For those on plant-based diets, fortified foods are your best friend. We're talking breakfast cereals, plant milks, and nutritional yeast that have B12 added right in. And finally, of course, there are supplements. These are absolutely essential for fixing a known deficiency, especially if you have one of those absorption issues. They come as simple pills or even injections for more serious cases. Okay, so let's put this all together. When you really look at all the things it does, it becomes so clear why B12 is truly one of the unsung heroes of our health. This is really the main takeaway. It isn't just about not feeling tired. It's about fundamentally supporting your body's core systems. building blood for energy, protecting your nerves for clear thinking, and making the DNA for every single cell. It truly is a small vitamin with a massive impact. And this is exactly why being consistent is so important. Because B12 is water-soluble, your body doesn't really keep a big stash of it on hand. Any extra just gets cleared out. That means a steady, regular intake is absolutely crucial to keep your levels right where they need to be, especially if your absorption isn't 100% perfect. So the final thought we'll leave you with is this. When you consider its profound, quiet role in your energy, your mind, and your overall well-being, is it possible that vitamin B12 is the most important hero in your health story that you've been overlooking this whole time?